Jamie Vardy on the brink of a shock move to Ibrox, Lawrence Shankland tearing out of Tynecastle with blue firmly in his sights, and Rangers locking horns with QPR after Kwame Poku's snub and their cheeky dig, plus a Brighton wonder kid lands at Auchenhowie in what's being called a major coup. And just when you think the window's cooling down, Connor Cody edges closer to sealing his move north as the Ibrox rebuild kicks into overdrive. Strap in, this isn't just transfer talk, it's a full-blown blue revolution. This one could be a sneaky bit of business that flies under the radar, but pays off big down the road. Rangers are closing in on the signing of Zebedee Lawson, a 16-year-old attacking talent from Brighton, and from all signs, this is being viewed as a proper coup for the club. Lawson, who plays off the right, is heading to Auchenhowie to link up with the under-19s, a group that's already been training alongside the senior squad. That in itself shows how serious the pathway to the first team is. Last season, in the under-18 Premier League, the lad managed 3 goals and 1 assist from just 13 outings. Not world-beating numbers, but when you're doing that sort of damage against older players, people start to take notice. Brighton's youth academy is no joke. They churn out polished talent like a bakery at dawn. So to prize a player like Lawson away from that environment, that says a lot about the pull of Ibrox, even for players down south. He's the type who cuts inside, drives at defenders, plays with confidence and flair, something we've been crying out for at youth level and beyond. What this also shows is a shift in strategy. No more muddled B-team experiments. This is a proper push to develop elite-level talent from within, with the potential either to break into the first team or be sold on for serious money. It's future-proofing the squad without sacrificing quality. And that's exactly the sort of thinking that sets a club up for sustained success. Should Rangers be focusing their resources on developing young English talent, or should more emphasis be placed on nurturing Scottish lads who understand the badge and the battle that comes with wearing it? Right, buckle in. This could be one of the most eyebrow-raising transfer windows Ibrox has seen in years. Jamie Vardy, yes, that. Jamie Vardy is still being hotly tipped to pull on the blue jersey after his glittering 13-year stint with Leicester came to a close. 38 years old, but with the engine and instinct of a lad 10 years younger, Vardy has been weighing up his next move, and despite the noise from Sunderland and even the lure of a sunny MLS retirement package, Rangers are still very much in the conversation. Let's be clear, this wouldn't just be a signing, it'd be a statement. You bring in someone like Vardy and suddenly the whole dynamic of your forward line shifts. With Hamza Igamene heading for the exit and the Dezers also seemingly on the way out, there's a proper need for a reliable, ruthless number 9. Vardy knows where the net is. He's terrorized Premier League defenses for over a decade, and you'd better believe he'd love a shot at tearing into Celtic on Derby Day, but that's not all. Alongside the Vardy headlines, Rangers are also looking to finalise terms for Connor Cody, the experienced centre-back who, while not quite lighting up the stage at Leicester, still brings leadership, consistency, and a serious footballing brain. With Balogun and Proper likely out the door, Cody could be exactly the kind of seasoned organiser we've been crying out for. The worry? Well, some doubt his ability on the ball under pressure. Fair shout, considering how Martin wants his sides to play out from the back. But in terms of defending the box, managing a back line, and barking instructions like a field general, Cody ticks every box. Should Rangers really be chasing after aging stars like Vardy to lead the line? Or does this reek of short-termism when we should be building for a dominant future? Now, this one's got all the makings of a proper domestic stinger. Lawrence Shankland, the goal machine from Tynecastle, is edging closer to a move, and Ibrox is looking more and more like his next destination. The situation's boiled over nicely. Shankland, who's been Hearts' talisman since 2022, has seen his contract talks hit the skids, and not because he's asking for the moon. No, apparently the gap between what he wants and what Hearts are offering is too small for them to be losing a player of his caliber over. A source close to the striker even said he wanted to stay, but reckons chief executive Andrew McKinley doesn't share his ambition. That's a bombshell statement, and frankly, it's left the door wide open for Rangers. Look at the numbers. 68 goals in 3 seasons, and he's not just a poacher. The man contributes all over the park. Double figures in assists last season alone. He's the sort of forward who can link play, find the net from all angles, and thrive in the chaos of a Glasgow derby. And with Cyril Dessers rumoured to be packing his bags, there's no question we need someone up top who's proven in this league and knows how to handle the pressure. And here's where it gets even tastier. He's a Scot, one who's been grafting away in the Premiership and earned his stripes. None of this overseas trial and error stuff. He knows the pace, the physicality, the expectation. Bringing Shankland to Ibrox wouldn't just strengthen the squad, it would send a message to the rest of the league that we're building a side with spine, goals, and Scottish identity. Would signing Shankland signal a return to valuing top Scottish talent, or would some still see it as settling for second best compared to chasing foreign signings with flashy resumes? This one stings, not because we lost a world beater, but because of what it reveals about perception. Kwame Poku, a bright Ghanaian winger, fresh off a fine season at Peterborough, has turned down a move to Ibrox to sign for QPR. QPR, a club that finished 15th in the English Championship and hasn't sniffed the Premier League in years. And to rub salt in the wound, their social media team couldn't resist a wee dig at Rangers in the aftermath. Now, let's get to the root of it. Poku's inner circle, via Ghanaian journalist Owaraku Ampofo, have made it clear his sole focus is playing in the Premier League. And apparently, in his eyes, a sideways move to a mid-table championship side offers a better shot at that than leading Rangers into a European campaign and a proper title fight. The irony? He's left a team that underachieved to join another team that underachieved. His numbers were solid, 12 goals, 10 assists in 31 games, and there's no denying his talent. But choosing QPR over Ibrox says a lot about modern football. Gone are the days when the pull of a massive club, packed stadiums, and European nights was enough to sway ambition. Now it's all about the English pathway and the hope someone from the Premier League notices. Has English football's money and marketing skewed a generation's priorities so much that a move to QPR is seen as a bigger opportunity than playing in front of 50,000 at Ibrox and chasing silverware? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.